that sequence?
Well, you know, time stands still when you're in that situation. As a, you know, when you're on defense, because you feel like it's a long period of time. And we've had a lot of games going down to that situation, so it just, you know, we're thankful. I thought we did a good job defending right there, and they ended up having to take a fadeaway, which, you know, could have gone. We saw what can happen, but it was a, you know, just. I was proud of how we hung in there. We obviously struggled to score for a long stretch and struggled to stop them. Hansen really got going for them, and man, you give him a little bit of room, he's going to knock it down. So, you know, the combination of them staying the course and us, I don't know if we're taking the pedal, you know, foot off the pedal, but that zone's hard to penetrate. It's hard to get shots against. We did a good job getting it to Flavian in spots there, but it's not easy. They do a nice job of that, and you know, as the game wears on and you're looking at a long stretch for us here in the last week, you know, shots start coming up a little bit shorter, and you know, we had a chance to win it there in regulation. You know, a good look from a guy who's been hot. Didn't necessarily wasn't hot tonight, but you know, had 8 assists. It was a great performance by Xavier from that standpoint, and you know, just found a way to get it done, and that's, you know, in conference you got to do that.
Pretty good weekend from the free throw line.
Yeah, you know, shoot, and then Antonio hitting the 2 clutch ones there at the end. You know, just enough to get by. I mean, that, and so be it. We're happy with that. We're happy with the win. Happy to be where we're at after this stretch of games. You know, a lot of basketball left to be played, but you know, I feel like we're definitely a team that's doing things the right way and going the right direction.
Hansen shoots him back in it, but then you guys kind of re-engage, holding just 2 points in overtime. How are you guys able to readjust and lock down on defense in OT?
Well, you know, he hit some against his own, but then we also got hung up on some screens, and we just did a better job of not getting hung up on screens. He made a beautiful pass to get it to overtime to Hatchet, and you know, he's a good player, but you know, we were fortunate. They had some good looks there, didn't drop. We had some looks that didn't drop, so that game could have gone either way. We just did enough to get by.
You mentioned their zone. I know they were giving you guys problems penetrating for the first 10 minutes, but then he started getting in the middle to Flavian. He scored about 9 in a row.
Yeah.
Really got to go in the second half.
They obviously made that adjustment at some point in the second half. Take him away. Flav got a little tired, and you know, it took away part of our weapon in that particular part of our offense. And, they do a good job adjusting to everything you throw at them, you know, with that zone. So they've played it all year, and there's nothing they haven't seen. So you end up standing a little bit, you get frustrated, and end of clock situations come about, and then you're taking tougher shots. But you know, we made clutch shots. Marcus hit a big one there, and Antonio's free throws were big. But you know, getting the stop at the end obviously was the key.
Coach, what's changed about your team beginning the season and now? I mean, besides executing on the court, what's changed about the mentality of your basketball team?
Well, you know, you walk away from a game like that and you figure out a way to win, and that probably is the biggest thing right now is guys believe in each other, and the formula is always going to be a little different, and you never know which guys are going to be the ones that need to step up for you, you know, and so. That's the piece probably that has helped our team the most is we, you know, guys are there for each other, and whether they're in the game or not in the game, and that's the part you feel best about is it's a team right now.
Halfway home, 6-4, first 10 games, first round through conference. What's the goal for the rest of the stretch? And how do you think this played out the first round through conference?
Well, it's been, you know, you go all the way back to December, the first 2 games. We're a completely different basketball team right now, so. You know, coulda, woulda, shoulda. You're always going to look at different situations, scenarios, but really feel great about how we've rallied since Christmas. I think we're playing really solid basketball. We just got to keep moving forward and keep improving, keep buying into one another, keep that team concept. Because it gets tougher the second time through the league. You know, all the stuff that you try to execute that first time through, teams are going to look at taking away. So now it comes down to guys making plays for each other, and I think that's one of our strengths on this team right now. Something that we're going to be able to build off as we go forward.
Coach, I was talking to Antonio on Thursday night after that big win against Weaver. He says he didn't like shooting after missing free throws in practice. What does it say about the mental toughness of your guys and your team that when it's in the clutch, your guys constantly make free throws down the
Well, I
stretch?
think Antonio tonight is a great example. He had I thought he had a decent flow in the first half. I didn't think he got into a very good flow in the second half. Didn't play a ton of minutes there, but put him in because he can penetrate the zone. And then he made a good one-on-one play when everything else broke down. He drew the foul, and then he had to make free throws. And just like the other night, he swished them. And that's the difference in this team right now. In a lot of ways, is guys are staying the course and thinking about what's important, and that's us figuring out a way to win.